Cincinnati. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there, all 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Rivers pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field, and linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
A gain of 26 yards.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 48.
Now Jones. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the gun, Rivers. And find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Rivers on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Jones. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards. So big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
Bengals 7.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Go. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker is set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. To return is Taylor. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Complete to Cole Beasley.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll throw again. Rivers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week up. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Zane Gonzalez.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
14. Harrison Butker is set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Right
there, 54, right there, 54.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third and short yardage, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taylor now returning it. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find... Find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Intercepted.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Jones pass.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
21 yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me,
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Rivers sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Rivers. This will be caught inside the 10.
That's good.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
For the extra point.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
A 6-yard pick.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft. I compared him to Merlin Olsen. and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Here's Hunt. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Demario Davis there on the stop. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And that'll be incomplete.
Pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
That's pulled in at the 32. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
again, it's Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Pernell McPhee on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive can get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
The 48-yard line.
1st down, Rivers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Brings up
4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Elliott, toss right. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Myles Gaskin taking it in. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Browns.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's got some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Bengals.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 10. A minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. This pass finds its way to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Bengals.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Bengals.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Rivers to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Rivers. Drops it underneath to Elliott.
Rivers pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers.
I ball like 23. Won't fall again.